Today I want to talk about a wonderful book that I read called In Midlife by Murray Stein. Murray Stein is the former president of International Association for Analytical Psychology. So this is a book written by a psychologist and is written with an approach to midlife, to what's commonly known as the midlife crisis. And, I don't like very much this idea of a crisis and the way it's really shown on media, on the news websites and everything, because I think the way people usually approach this phase in life is very superficial. But this book brings a different perspective. It brings a deep perspective to what I'm going through and to what everybody who goes through their 40s, their 50s goes through. In this case, Murray Stein, the author, he brings a lot of the Carl Jung perspective. So Carl Jung, you might have known about him. He was a very famous psychologist in the early 20th century. He was, one of the disciples of Freud. And later in life, they broke up and he continued to produce. And he had a very long life. He lived until 86 years old. He passed in 1961. So Carl Jung produced a lot of content about self-knowledge, about the conscious, about the unconscious, about ego, about persona, and all those elements that make a very fascinating exploration about who we are deep down. What's our purpose in life? And how can we really find ourselves through this wonderful journey called life? So a couple of the things they explore in the book, and for me were really like light bulbs, and make me think a lot. Is first of all, the distinction between persona. The persona is basically the masks. It's basically the roles we take as we grow up in life. So it could say, I am a father, I am a husband, I am a business corporate person, I have a career, I am a business executive. All of this is what Jung calls personas. It's masks that we put in ourselves, society puts in ourselves, and we embrace this as who we are. But actually, this is not who we are. These are roles that we embrace, the society gives to us. And as Jung defines, around the 40, 41, 42 years old, people start to go through this breakdown where these personas, they start to die in a way. They start to no longer work. If I tie my identity to who am I at my work, if I tie my identity just to my figure as a father or as a husband, it seems that there's something missing. And people start to go through this deep momentum of reflection, self-reflection, and discovery or rediscovery. And what the book presents is this idea that that's the journey of midlife, is to start to get rid of the persona and start to embrace the self. And the definition of self by Jung is not easy. So how can I share with you all? I mean, of course, I'm going to share my definition, the definition that I learned, but I'm not an expert, so feel free to leave your comments here in the video, and maybe we can build this together. But to me, it's almost like the self, it's my best version, the best possible version of Daniel Santos, the best possible version of you, the wise self, So wherever you are living a difficult situation, or your day-to-day, you could think, how my best version would respond to this. And I think that's really the self, the self brings this level of authenticity. The self is authentic. The self is not overly concerned with others' opinions or what the society tells us to do or not to do, or the judgments that others put on us. The self is really aligned with my values, it's aligned with my qualities, it's aligned with a purpose to serve the planet, a purpose to make this place here a better place, to leave a legacy, to help others. All of this is aligned with the idea of the self. So throughout the book, Jung and, in this case, Murray Stein talks a lot about Jung's theory on how to approach this idea that it's time to start to maybe get rid of these personas that we have, or rethink the personas and give less importance to them. So you're going to give less importance maybe to who you are as a businessman or a businesswoman. You're going to give more importance to who you deeply are as yourself, as a human being, as somebody who is pursuing the journey of getting wiser, the journey of developing virtues, not only the journey of getting more things, the journey of making more money, the journey of having. So you're replacing the journey of having by the journey of being and becoming somebody who is wiser, somebody who is virtuous, and somebody who's going to put this to serve others. Another interesting thing from the book, because Carl Jung was really into myths and Greek myths, and he spoke a lot about the mythology. So in this book, they talk a lot about the myth of Hermes. And Hermes is this Greek god that in some literature he's defined as the messenger. So the god of messengers, the god that share the messages or send the message to other people. So there's an element of communication. But in this case, Hermes is also the god of the transitional phases in life. So wherever you go through a transition, wherever you go into a liminal space, and liminal meaning the space of transition, I'm leaving one place and I'm entering into another place that it's unknown to me, this mythic figure, Hermes, is there to help you. So throughout the chapters, the author is going to share a little bit about some stories that were part of Greek mythology, early Greek mythology, that talks about Hermes intervening in situations that humans were dealing with or they were struggling with. And Hermes intervenes and help these people to go through these phases of transformation. So look, to me, this book has been a transformation. It's helping me on my transformation. It's helping me in thinking about the meaning of things, what is important to me in this new phase of my life. How do I leave a legacy? How do I rethink certain things? How do I put other things in their place? Maybe I'm giving too much value to certain things and I'm not spending enough time on other things that are important to me. So it's not something you're going to figure out just reading a book. It's part of a journey, but I want to offer this to you all. Okay? Leave your comments. I appreciate if you subscribe to the channel, and have a wonderful week. And let's embrace the journey of getting to know ourselves, the journey of being and becoming better people. Thank you.